Hey guys, I'm Shawn of webpianoteacher.com. Today we're doing Jethro, Tull. I didn't bring my flute into the studio, but we're going to play some piano with acoustic guitar. This is a live version of Skating Away, New Year's Day in 1980. Look it up on YouTube. Take a listen. He starts out, this little intro part. One more time for the third time. Starts a faster part on the acoustic. All right, and of course the skating away. All right, we'll get to all of that. Guys, if you are a member of the website, you can download my sheet right here as a member, either by using your sheet credits or you can buy it outright depending on your membership level. But this is a neat one that we did on acoustic guitar. We translated it to piano, and it sounds pretty good if I do say so myself. So we're going to do the whole performance there of Skating Away. Let's get started. All right, so it's a little tricky sometimes doing guitar parts on piano, but it can be done. One thing we got to watch is not using too much pedal when we do it, because the guitar doesn't have a pedal, acoustic guitar, and so we don't want to pedal it to death and lose that guitar sound, that rhythm that's got to flow through it. Okay, so we'll start with this little intro that he does, and I do recommend listening to the YouTube video to kind of get where I'm coming from. All right, so here we go. All right, this is not a beginner lesson, so I do recommend, if you are a true beginner, I have 50 easy piano lessons in my Easy Piano Lesson series, the all-new Easy Piano Lesson series on webpianoteacher.com, designed for complete beginners. There's actually a PDF, one PDF that you can download with all 50 lessons in one PDF. I did it that way so that beginners will always have access to the materials they need to get started. All right, excuse me. So, Jethro, Tull, here we got E flat chord to start with. Left hand will start with an E flat. I'll just do an octave there. Right hand will start with G, B flat, E flat, 1, 2, 5. And I just 1, 2, and it's kind of a free-flowing time here, so no really metronomic thing going on here. It's just, you can hold the pedal for that because he's holding the chord. So whenever he's holding the chord, just strumming the chord, you can hold it there. Now right here, don't pedal this. D, C, B flat, A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do this. Okay, I'll roll the chord there. G, C, E on the right hand, left hand on a C octave. I'll go ahead and put a G in the middle. That'll give me that da 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 da. I'll hear that G from the A flat. So this is how it goes. We're going to do that 3 times, okay? There's why the 3 is up there. Here's the second time. One more time. All right, now he's going to go to 6/8 time here. And so we go to, now this guy, I don't really know Jethro Tull that well, but he's very creative. I like his stuff. He's a little eccentric, isn't he? He's a little weird sometimes. And he's that way in his music as well. He goes to 6/8, and he's actually going to have a measure of 7/8 time, which is really weird to have one measure of 7/8 and then go to 4/4 time. He just, whatever he wants to do, he just goes to that. And we have to try to keep up with him. So I'm going to show you how to count all of this. The first measure isn't too bad. It's in regular 6/8. So let's do this. A lot of his stuff kind of sounds like, Renaissance type stuff, and the chords and the modes used are really, Renaissance sounding. So we have at 6/8, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might want to clap that for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This had no time signature at all. It was just like a guy, in the Renaissance times, walking around with a lyre and singing with it. And then here we start our 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I put the chord there, C, F, A. It's an F chord, left hand on an F. 1, 3, 5 on the right hand. You just vamp for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So you got to be 3 counts, whatever you do. Now 4 and 5 and 6. Da, 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 da. That's what he does here. B flat and F on, I'm going to use 2 and 5. Some of you may not like that. You may want to do a thumb. And that is fine. I'm a classically trained, so I do weird things with fingering sometimes. B flat F with 2 and 5. See with my third finger. So you have 1, 2, 3. The left hand F stays throughout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. That's how you get into it. Alright, so that beginning again. Just really roll it out. Stretch those notes out. Okay, third time. And a little bit, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have another measure of 6/8. And then we'll have a measure of 7/8, and I'll teach you how to count that. Then he goes to 4/4. I really had to listen, but he's very exact in where he puts his downbeat, so it wasn't too hard to figure out what was going on there. Guys, the rest of the lessons for this are on webpianoteacher.com along with a sheet download for it. I like to put it on a big screen when I do a download of a sheet, not just print it out on a piece of paper. That's okay to do that, but I like to hook it into a monitor. You can actually do that with an adapter off your phone or your tablet and blow it up big like this so you can see it really easy and work on, see exactly what you need to work on. Guys, hope you had fun with that lesson. Talk to you later.